Hello everyone, this is Foxcat, and today I gotta admit something. Today is going to be a usually different video to be in short. The reason why is because, as the title suggests, this is going to be a very interesting thing to talk about. And the worst part about it is this is actually a real thing that happened. And I actually wanted to go ahead and kind of talk about it and spread the word about this story because it's actually most recently because it hit home where it does with me, and I feel like this is kind of another example on pretty much this video being like a flippin' anti-bullying video, but I feel like this is probably a more appropriate story to talk about. But I do want to point this out, this does get a little bit dark, not too much, but this is a very dark video and it's very interesting. So I kind of want to go ahead and literally do a video on this situation, kind of explain what the hell happened. And I did got an update today with the whole situation, but I kind of wanted to talk about this because I feel like this is a very important story that needs to be spread. So, and P.S. before also to continue it, note that I don't know how much the facts are true because this is coming from my biological mother, which I do trust. And of course, also note this is coming from like the telephone game. So I don't know if this is fully true. And again, I actually don't know this kid. The only reason how this even came to my awareness is because in actual proof I was given this, which we'll talk about later, because my mom gave it to me because this came from a co-worker's friend that in a store that he works with, and So I'll go ahead and kind of explain what's this and why, as you may notice, why Pokemon has something to do with this. So it is again a telephone game, but pretty much it's pretty simple to explain. So about a couple of weeks ago, and technically I think it was literally about the end of the school year, there's this kid who went to Hall's Academy. And yes, I am going to dox the fucking school because I have some few words about that fucking school. And he was an elementary school kid. Judging by his age, I won't say he probably wasn't like in the first grade or around second grade, but he was a little bit of a kid. He was a kid for sure. And he was being bullied by a bunch of junior high or junior middle schoolers. I'll get into that in a bit. Because for some fucking reason they're bullying him because of him loving Pokemon. Of all the bullshit that is literally the world right now, they bully him because they're like, you're too old for Pokemon or something. Which is the most dumbest thing I have ever heard in multiple reasons. But anyways, I will get into that in a bit. The kid was severely kind of bullied. I don't know how far because they never went into details because again, A, telephone game, and B, I don't think the woman went into strict details with my mother with the whole thing. However, one thing she did give, and which brings us to this, is the fact that at one day he had enough. So what did he do? Well, as the title of this video suggests, he literally decided to light his Pokemon cards on fucking fire. I am not shitting you. That's what they said he did. Because he was so upset, he decided he wanted to quit Pokemon. And he really did. And there's actually even proof, like this may not look like it, but if you look very closely to this. Now, I don't know if this is fully proof or somewhat, but if you look very closely, I'm going to try to even make this phone see it, but you see where my finger is, that like some burnt stuff right there. And this is actually the only Pokemon cards that survived. Now, the reason why this was given to me was because of punishment from the kid, because the mother was like, you want the rest of his cards to my mom, and she was like, yeah, and then they give it to me. I know it's confusing, but I just wanted to point that out and stuff. which is an understandable punishment and all that, but he was severely bullied. And the issue with that was the fact that he was like, I can't play Pokemon anymore because people were bullying him. And it actually took a while for the parents to find out who the bullies was because, like I said, this was updated today from my mom. I don't know when this happened, but I bet it happened during whenever his older brother, who was 21, was able to talk to him because, reasons, family reasons. And they were able to find out who the bullies were. And for those who are wondering, they give them a good punishment since I think they're up to teenagers. They went to juvie for 30 days, aka a month. And that's kind of fair considering the serious. And it's actually surprising, by the way. The parents of the bullies, they didn't know about the whole bullying thing. They really responded correctly, surprisingly, to my opinion. I'm not saying the punishment is too extreme, to say the least, but it's also completely fair. I'm just surprised they actually were straight for a serious with this. But at the same time, I can see why, which is why I'm even doing this video in the first place. So pretty much the reason why I'm doing this video overall is the fact that I know the message is pretty crystal clear. You shouldn't be bullying people and blah blah. But I feel like it needs to be repeated a lot because we've been having a lot of serious problems with this, okay? In schools. The major fact, and I told this to my mom, my coworkers at work when I've heard this story and blah blah. The biggest red flag, and I'm glad that by the way, the boy who was bullied, he is getting therapeutic treatment, what he needs, because if the biggest red flag is him burning down his Pokemon cards, who knows what he could have done, to say the least, when it went to another bullying point. That is literally sad and fucked up, and I'm not trying I feel bad for the kid. Literally, I feel bad because he was literally stuck. That's the reason why he did that. Because he was literally stuck and confused. And a lot of people don't understand. Bullying really does, take a mental toll on many people's minds. It's not a fucking joke, actually. It really isn't. I don't know how people do not see that. And stuff. Literally, the thing that really pissed me off the most is these bullies don't even have a reason to bully the kid. They really did it because, first of all, why would you bully someone for liking Pokemon? That is the most dumbest thing I ever heard. Especially for a kid, again, it was telephone gaming. I don't remember if they truly said that, my mom truly said that they bully him because he liked Pokemon, he was too old for it. But you're never too old for Pokemon and stuff. I just want to make that clear. That's the only thing I can see why they would bully him. But even then, it makes zero sense because A, he's still a fucking kid. I think that's still what many people would consider the round age of Pokemon, even though there's no round age of that. And B, people are allowed to like things. If it's not really causing any harm, especially since it's fucking Pokemon, then they are allowed to like it. That's a fact. Fucking deal with it. And literally, the fact that they really forced him to almost not like Pokemon, because according to his parents, and of course, again, from my mom, he was kind of not mute, but more quiet kid. And the only thing that could keep him happy was the whole Pokemon thing. And again, like I said, I could definitely relate. Not to the point of burning down a fucking house or cards, but I could definitely relate my time of being bullied. I think I already told this before. I was bullied a lot in school, kind of, due to my, I have so many fucked up bullying stories. I was bullied in middle school, a little bit in high school. It was weird. And definitely in elementary school, especially in Hall's Academy, which, P.S., fuck that school. The reason why I'm doxing their fucking asses is because, really, they need to fix their shit over there. Because I went to Hall's Academy. That school is the most fucked up school in the world. I'm surprised they haven't even closed down due to how just fucked up it is. over there. Like, I've been hearing the stuff that's been going on there. I went there before. It's not a pretty school, to say the least. I don't know if they fully changed, but considering that I have a past with Hollis Academy, which I actually somewhat told before in a very old video, I'm not too surprised this whole happened in Hollis Academy. And this is like an elementary school, which turns out later on they evolve into kind of a mixed school. Like, it's an elementary school, but it has a 6th grade in it. And they're doing a lot of things that are so messed up that I'm not going to get into. Well, but I will say this is just messed up, and say the least. But we're not going to talk too much. I'm just spilling out shit towards Hollis Academy. That's not even the point. The point is, this bullying, like, people really need to stop bullying. Like, I'm not even going to go into most details why, because this is kind of a serious thing, to say the least. Like, really, if it comes to the point where someone is going to try to do something that crazy, yeah, bullying needs to stop. And the worst part about it is, the reason why I'm even doing this video is not just because of the whole Pokemon thing. It's because we're having a serious problem that evolves around that. I'm not even going to try and mention it because I don't know if even YouTube would literally kick my ass for saying that stuff. But even then, I don't even need to say that to know what you guys pretty much know what I'm talking about. And it is coming to the point where a person is literally saying off Pokemon cards on Blaze. What could be worse? That's the reason why I'm very thankful to God. Not only the kid got literally the therapeutic help he needs right now, but I'm also glad they put the fuckers in freaking juvie or kids jail, which is pretty much that what juvie is. It's kids' version of jail. Or a little bit less, I don't know. I've never been to juvie. But still, the fact is, it really hits home for me is because I was bullied a lot. I was bullied in elementary school. I was definitely bullied in freaking middle school. I was somewhat bullied in high school, but still I know I was somewhat an outcast. And it hurts. It really does. Like, really, it builds. There's a lot of reasons why. Like, you lose trust. You have trust issues, like very serious trust issues. Literally just fucked up trust issues. You will think you're not better, you feel worse, and then you also go off of what's been going off, if you know what I mean. Like, and there's many others to list, but the point is, like, I really want to bring this story to light because it's fucked up. It's extremely fucked up. Like, the two major things that makes this story so fucked up is, A, again, these bullies don't even have a reason to bully him. Even then, really, there's no reason to bully in general, because bullies just fucking suck. But the second thing is, it went to that far. Like, my point is, there's two lessons to take in. One, stop fucking bullying in general, because literally bullying is just fucking bullshit. But the second thing is, and why I want to really say this, is you are allowed to like things. No one, like, the real major lesson is, even taking out the context of Pokemon, you are fucking allowed to like things. If it's not hurting anyone, you're allowed to like it. It literally is. Like, literally. I mean, I know there's literally, there's a little bit limits, if you know what I mean, where I'm going in there, but I'm not going to do that. But you are allowed to like things, and you should not be bullied for what you like. Unless it's a little bit blah, blah, but we're not going into that. You know what I mean. Like, really, people are allowed to love Pokemon. I still do. I have a deep fucking connection to Pokemon more than you think. I mean, seriously. Really do. It's like literally one of the things I love. And to literally hear to the point where someone's trying to literally put down a child. Remember, this is a fucking child here. To burn his stuff. No matter what it is, it's not even Pokemon. It's literally burn the thing that could have even killed him. He could have died in a fire. His family could have died in a fire. Bruh. How the fuck do these bullies don't give a shit? That's my problem. But still, literally the fact of the matter is you are allowed to like things. I mean, there's a limit, but yes, you are allowed to like things. As long as it's not hurt anyone, you are allowed to like things. No one, and also kind of a bonus lesson, even though this really just connects to the second part, everyone can like Pokemon. You are not old enough to. You can never grow old. As long as you mature well, you can like the things that are childish. That's fine. I mean, no one's too old for Pokemon. I mean, hell, look at the fucking games, anime, and stuff. You see old people use Pokemon in those series. I mean, again, yes, you do need to mature, but bruh, you can still like Pokemon and deal with it. Bruh. Like, there's even video game, like, even not just Pokemon, but other people are allowed to play video games. Like, even if it's rated E for everyone, why do you think it's called rated E for fucking everyone, for peace sake? Like, seriously, no one should be bullied of what they like. And really, no one is too old for video games. Not even talking about rated M, I'm talking about actually playing rated E video games. So it really is kind of like, point is, I really want to put a light on this, is to be honest. I know this is kind of a sad thing. I know you probably didn't want to hear a video like this, but I really did want to do a video on this because this really both shocked me, but I really want to spread the message of this because I too was a victim of bullying and it really was that bad. I'm not going to get into detail, but really, I feel like this is a perfect message to get literally into people's head because at this point, really, there's going to be consequences other than just someone hurting themselves or dying to their own fire. We all know what consequences. I can't get into details because of fucking YouTube, but we all know that dire consequences, and it really needs to stop. It really does need to stop, or otherwise, literally, it's just ugh. But anyways, I want to bring this message to y'all. Hopefully that kid goes well. I'm definitely rooting for that kid to see if he gets better. I really feel guilty though. I don't know why his parents' punishment was to give me his cards. It makes 0 sense, to be honest. But you know, his punishment is punishment. I mean, he still gotta pay for what he did, which is almost burn down the house. Makes sense. It's only fair. But I really hope he gets better. And I really hope those fuckers really learn a lesson in juvie because, seriously, someone could have died. That's the point. And if those bastards in juvie do not realize that, then I think they need to be careful, otherwise they actually go back to jail, in actual jail, just saying. But still, it's yee. So, really, anyway, sorry for the downer video. I just wanted to do this because it's a very strict, serious video that I want to talk about. It's a very strict, serious video. And, you know, really, it's a very serious topic to touch on, but it needs to be touched. But anyways, this has been Floxcat, snapping out of here. Bye-bye.